Hello, welcome back to another video. Crazy Cat Lady here with another crazy video. This one is one I've been thinking about doing for quite a while. I've ummed and ahed about it, talked myself out of doing it, and now I'm finally doing it. The all day, nothing but sweet food challenge. What is it about sweet food that we all love, or most of us love, especially those of us that have a sweet tooth? And I have a really big sweet tooth. Biscoff, Nutella, who doesn't love Nutella? Reeces, chocolate. What is it about this that is so addictive that we just can't get enough of this simple stuff, sugar? I don't know what it is, but today I'm going to indulge my sweet tooth to my heart's content. I'm going to see if I actually end up being completely sick of sweet food after a while, if I end up craving something other than sweet food and want something savoury, or if it just makes my sweet tooth even more intense and makes me want to eat more sweet stuff. That said, I don't encourage anybody to actually do this. I don't normally eat like this. This is the disclaimer. This is not a healthy way to eat. Yes, you can have some sugar in your diet without it doing any harm, but you shouldn't overload on it. Okay, that's out of the way. Let's get this started. And I'm starting off with nothing fancy, as does rice pudding. I'm not going in super hard straight off this morning, because if I do that, then I'm likely going to end up with the heartburn from hell, acid reflux, and I'm just not going to be able to complete this video at all. So I'll start off with something fairly simple and fairly easy to digest, and have more intense stuff later on in this video. So let's get this rice pudding opened and heated up. Rice pudding with a blob of jam. I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother used to make rice pudding from scratch, and I've done it myself, and it really is the best kind of rice pudding you can have, baked rice pudding rather than just heated on the stove. The taste is just so much richer and creamier. And when she did do it, she'd always put chocolate buttons in, milk chocolate buttons. I wish I'd actually got some. Oh well. What's your favourite thing to mix into rice pudding? Jam's probably my second favourite after chocolate buttons. Rice pudding is probably the child classic dessert. It goes up there with banana custard. Jam, put a layer of jam at the bottom of the bowl, then put sliced bananas and then custard on top. That's really good as well, for a kind of fancier banana custard. Why am I eating this in the kitchen like a total peasant? Oh no. At least I'm not having to fight the cat for it, which makes a change. Custard itself is a classic of desserts. Although it's got to be like proper custard, not the stuff I got subjected to at school with school dinners. Are school dinners still as bad as when I was at school? And we had like this revolting mint custard that was sort of like bogey green, or strawberry custard, and chocolate, because it did not taste like chocolate. It didn't taste like anything. It was just vile. remember anything about school dinners that was actually good. That said, I can't really remember anything about school that was really good. I was definitely not somebody who enjoyed school. Curiosity, what would be your all-time favourite sweet or dessert? I have a hard time choosing between like ice cream, chocolate fudge cake and cheesecake. Oh, rice pudding for breakfast. It's really not that bad. Health value is probably terrible, but no, what's the protein in this? Per half a can, 4.6, so yeah, that's not so bad actually. Maybe consider rice pudding for breakfast more often. Who knows, maybe it could become a new trend. Okay, so I need to wash up, get to work, and then I'll see you later with something else sweet for around lunchtime. Okay, so we're back here for lunch, and it's a pretty strange lunch. I've got a scone or scone, I never know which way to say this, but since there's an E on the end, like in stone, I'm going to go with scone. A scone, if you're posh. Reeces, you can't beat Reeces peanut butter cups. Right, absolute favourite. Yes, they are. Why are you being so vocal? You don't like this. See? You don't like it. And Lotus Biscoff. Are you going to keep interrupting? Fine. You do that. I'm going to start off with my skew. Got this to go on it. I'm going to see on the screen. Yeah. It's cream cheese style icing, because I'm not a lover of like double cream or clotted cream that people put on scones or cream in general. I love ice cream, but just like whipped cream and such, no. And that's a big difference between me and my mum, because she loves cream cakes, like cream horns and apple turnovers, and they don't have cream in, I don't think. Eclairs, things like that, and I'm just not into them. I've got another scone if I want it, but with this lot I'm going to see how I feel after that, because I don't want to overload. I want to have other things today, not just one thing and then be done with sugar. No. I know you're begging for treats and you're not getting any. None of this is good for you. No, it isn't. You're gorgeous, but you're not getting any of this stuff. No. It's got lactose in it. It'll make you poorly. Yes, it will. Come on. What's your favourite, like, pastry? I think for me it'd either be scones, brownies, or cookies. I don't tend to think of cakes as pastry because if you get a cooking book it says cakes, pastries, they're kind of a different thing, so I suppose brownies as well are more a cake than... Are you going to keep going round and round and round? Really? I'm going to have to get her some treats or something. She's going to keep driving me nuts like this. Look. Typical. At least the lid was on. There, the savage beast is tamed, at least for now. What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, brownies. Do you think I'm more of a pastry or a cake? I would think more a cake with the ingredients they have. What's your favourite cake? When it comes to cake, I'm torn between a carrot cake, which I absolutely love, a coffee walnut cake again, I love that, and I really, really like a well-made chocolate fudge cake. A lot of the ones you buy like in the shops, they really don't taste that great of like chocolate, and that I think goes for a lot of chocolate-based desserts. Unless they've been really well made, then they're often very tasteless. The chocolate taste just, it isn't there, and it ends up being quite disappointing. So a lot of the time I avoid going for a chocolate-based dessert because I don't want to be disappointed. I generally don't have a dessert after a meal, or if I do, it's only once or twice a week. So when I do, then I don't want to end up being disappointed with something that hasn't got a great taste to it. And when it comes to chocolate, are you a dark chocolate person, a milk chocolate person, or a white chocolate person? I'm definitely a white chocolate or a milk chocolate, not a lover of dark chocolate. When dark chocolate is definitely necessary if you are cooking with chocolate, because you won't get the flavour with milk or white unless it's a white chocolate based dessert, and then often you're mixing in another flavour anyway. But to get a really rich flavour of chocolate in cooking, you do need dark chocolate. if you were going for an all day, all sweets, what would you have? And what would you put on your scones? The classic jam and cream, or cream cheese icing, or butter and jam? Cheese scones you have with butter, obviously. Oh, I have tried them, and Nutty Booty Fitness should try this. Cheese scones with peanut butter on. A serious lack of fruit or anything of any real health value today. Lotus, can you see lotus? Probably not. Should have coffee to dunk these in. In fact, I'm going to get a coffee to dunk them in. Okay, so I'm starting to get a little bit of heartburn, so I'm going to stop there and give myself time to digest, let my stomach settle, and then I'll be back with something else later. That said, I think Nutella still wins out overall. What do you think? Nutella or Biscoff? Which would win the battle of the spreads? As for being sweeted out, I'm not doing too bad. I think having smaller things, a variety of things, has helped with taste fatigue and overloading on sugar. I mean, I definitely am feeling some consequence to having a lot of sugar and very little else. But I'm not feeling as bad as I thought I might do. Probably going to feel terrible tomorrow, but I mean, it's Eric the Electric says in his challenges where he does a lot of sweet stuff, after a while it's just sugar. That's all he tastes. There's no individual flavours. Where I am right now, I can taste different flavours. I can taste the banana, I can taste the Biscoff, I can taste the waffle. It's not just sweet. It hasn't gone to the point where I can't taste anything. And that's good, because I don't want to get to that stage. I want to enjoy it. Pancakes, waffles, or crepes. Can't decide which I like the most. I think it depends on my mood as to what I want. The easiest to make, probably American pancakes. Crepes can be quite fiddly, and waffles again. If you don't get the blend of the mix right, then they don't rise, they're very heavy. French toast, of course, another classic. But if you had to choose between waffles, pancakes and crepes, what would you go for? I think if I was forced to choose and only have one for the rest of my life, I'd probably go with pancakes. Okay, so I'm going to do a time lapse here and then change the camera's battery again because the battery's not charged properly and it's currently dying, and then I'll see you later if my stomach hasn't given up and decided it can't handle any more sugar. Okay, so we've reached the end of this video, and I've got here a Pizookie, homemade Pizookie of sorts. This is actually the last of the cookies that I got from Blackpool. It's been in the freezer since I got home, and I couldn't think of a better way to enjoy it than on a day of all-day sweets. I'll put some melted Nutella over it. What a shot. actually caught that on my foot. Obviously, I've had a shower, I've washed my hair, no makeup on, so I hope nobody's eyes are melting like this ice cream is already. Warm cookie and ice cream. It's absolutely the perfect creation. Yes, it was. Oh no, you're not having any. It's bad for you, it'll upset your tummy. I am getting to the point of being sweeted out, so I'm glad this is the last thing I'm going to have. And I'm going to enjoy this with a time lapse. And yeah, probably then do an outro and that'll be it. Okay, so that is it for another video. It's been a really fun day. I hope you enjoyed this crazy vlog, or should it be vlog since it was a food log rather than a video log. Vlog could be a foodie version of a vlog. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a future video. Bye! So it's the day after my sweet foods all day challenge, and I've got to say I'm not experiencing even half of the side effects I thought I would. My stomach hasn't been playing up or anything really. Towards the end of yesterday I was getting kind of sick of sweet foods and such. I was definitely glad at the end to have it over with. But I didn't feel nauseous or anything. I was just tired of sweet foods and wanted something else. I didn't get an excessive amount of heartburn or anything, and as I said, my stomach's not playing up this morning, which is great. And yeah, I'm not feeling a huge slumping energy or anything like that, not excessive bloating or water retention or anything. So yeah, I think I did pretty well with it, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in a future video. So bye for now.